I know of several bridges. I'll send you a soft copy that the shopping money has also rescued in the north. But what I want us to do is, I'm not saying it from the angle of we against them. It's let us look at it whatever the National Assembly is coming up with that say, okay, this is what we think is best for Nigerians. Fine. But I also don't like the idea of National Assembly making it look as if, okay, you guys just decided that you were going to put the money on the roads, or you're going to put this money on the bridges. No, it was the National Assembly that appropriated it.
The question that Sulai asked is about the 75 million that was spent on local travels. Yeah. The Shopee office has not been able to account for that. That was one of the issues that the legislators were
sincerely speaking, the first thing was when we left that place, the chairman, we all had a meeting. We said, Secretariat, we want to know how these funds were disbursed. They will, and they have up to today. That's what we had our own meeting. We said we up to today to make everything available for the National Assembly. Not for the National Assembly, I want to know too, because I happen to have an alternate. I think I'm one of those giving the room to have an alternate, because I said I can't attend all the meetings. My schedule is crowded. So normally my alternate, if he goes on tour, the funds is paid into my account, which I also now have to give him, because it's only my name that is there. And I know how much that they pay. So they will make everything available. And I can assure you, once I'll send you a soft copy. If I'm also satisfied, I'll also let you know.
What about the area of transportation? Because I remember then when you were part of that particular committee, you were with us on News at 10, and specifically you said, well, if it's not working, you'll be the first to cry out. And people haven't even seen some of these buses, especially in places like Lagos.
When I came at News at 10, it was TUC buses I was talking about. The TUC buses is not part of the Shopee. I think I need to clear that, because I also heard somebody talking about it. I said, no, the TUC buses is not part of the Shopee. And that's why Shopee has they've given about 750 buses spread across the country, which I think is negligible. That is like a drop of water in the mighty ocean. And that, whoever is responsible for that is that the Shopee money goes to Infrastructure Bank. So Infrastructure Bank is to ensure that the money comes back. For us in the TUC, what we have is 150 buses, which is domiciled in Lagos. And it's there in Lagos. So for the issue of mass transit, I didn't take anything. TUC did not take anything from, I think this is even better to clear because it's not a public document. The public document did not in any way specify that TUC got any bus from the mass transit of the Shopee.
Okay, the impression people have about this, the funds that Shopee is spending on that portion of East-West Road, is that they think another agency undertakes that job, they pay for it. So why will Shopee come up with an additional payment?
They did not. You see, I think one other thing I always appeal is that we go beyond this front page mentality. Just see the headline. I was reading another paper said we spent 2.2 billion naira on accommodation. I don't even know the accommodation because I know we are squatting. I know right now where we are squatting. And we'll be talking about getting an office. I know right now we are squatting. Another thing you also have to look at, you can't. I'm telling you now, look at East-West Road. I think one thing I've learned from being on this committee, I've been on several committees, but this one has been the best for me in the sense that learning how government works and some really serious problems within government. Government awards contract for a road, and the government says this road is 150 billion for X kilometers, and government only have 10 billion. Yeah, because you now ask yourself, that means that road, construction of that road will last for the next 50 years.
Wow.
It's not done that way. There's no way you can achieve that. So if you look at the East-West Road, at a particular point, they say Shopee money will do maybe 10 kilometers of that road. And then our responsibility to ensure that that 10 kilometers work is going on. And I can assure you that majority of these roads that you see work is going on in any of these long routes that you are looking at, they actually work on the Shopee portion of it than any others. Because what we do is that we ensure that the Shopee money is in CBN. And then you must get a certificate of completion. I will also send a soft copy to tell you the areas, the roads that are under construction, and how many percent completion that it is. So that is what the Shopee own is all about. We just go there and say, okay, this is our portion, but it was given and it was approved by the National Assembly.
Okay. So in other words, whatever they say, invest this in agriculture or not, it means that you have to take the whole process back to them, including agriculture, for them to approve, and then...
But again, look at the 2013 now. I told the chairman we're not going to go ahead and defend. We are not going ahead to go and defend the 2013 budget. We also don't have any input in the 2013 budget. So it's between the Ministry of Finance and the Budget Office. And we had protested to the government that, no, we can't accept this. And the government said, please, going forward, that they erred because of the deadline they were given to submit to the National Assembly.
What if the government surprises the country next year and at some point, removes the rest of the subsidy?
I think I would say when we get to that bridge, we are going to cross it. Because I don't think our government is going to do that. Because already, they have a budget before the National Assembly, which also put in place the X amount of money they intend to spend for the subsidy. So it is beyond the executive to take. Executive cannot make that decision alone. What you had last year was that the executive can make that decision alone because there was no provision made for subsidy. But right now, the 2013 budget has provision for subsidy. So for that to happen, you must have the executive and the National Assembly at sync. And I don't envisage that happening.